Oh, good to friends. A good week, everybody. Um, Tonight is Motzei Shabbos, Parshas HaChodesh, Shabbos Mevorach and Nissen. There's a minig that's brought down from the Koznitzer Maggid, by Yisrael from Koznitz, to say a few stories on the Shabbos of Parshas HaChodesh. The tzaddikim say, even if you say it later, it's also segula. Some say the different versions, whether we say last week, but the Yort said the Rebbe Elimelech from Lezhensk, different versions. And that there are different stories that they're told, different versions of the stories. So they say that there are three stories. They come out differently in different versions, so I'm going to tell four stories according to this custom. So the first story is very short, and again that these stories are said that we should be blessed in the schus of the Holy Rebbe Elimelech from Lezhensk. Schus again, and it's told by the Holy Koznitzer Maggid. Schus again, Alein will close woman. The first story is that there was a Jew who was coming up for Pesach, didn't have any money, and he wrote a letter to God. He took a bow and arrow and attached the letter and put it into the forest. The next day, the king of that particular province decides he's going to go hunting in that very forest. He finds this letter. He sees it's addressed to the king, asking for money, and it says who needs it. So the king is like, all right, I'll give this money to this Jew. And so God answered the letter. And just like he had money for Pesach, so should we, and the whole world should have everything they need for Pesach and the whole year round. That's the first story. The next story was that there was a poor Jew named Moshe or Yankel, whatever. He didn't know what to do. And it's coming at Pesach, how are we going to make money? Someone gave an idea, why don't you sell whiskey? I know where you could buy some whiskey very cheap, and you sell it for more, sell a little bit here and there, schlep it around, and you'll have money. So he gets this big barrel of whiskey, and he starts selling here and there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And he sees that, he could sell it for a lot more when you sell smaller things, just the same, buy something in bulk, it's cheaper than when you buy it in a smaller amount. However, he comes to a border of a province that had different laws. You need a special liquor license to sell whiskey in this province. So they said, you have this barrel, we can't let you take it into the province, we're going to take it away from you. He didn't know what to do. Here he is, this whole source of income is taken away. So he goes running, crying to the Holy Rebbe Elimelech from Lezhensk. He says, Rebbe, what should I do? Here my livelihood is taken away, my income. The border guards seized my whiskey. He said, don't worry, go back to them and tell them, taste it. It's just water. So they thought, he goes back and he said, open up the barrel, I want you to have some, taste it, you'll see, it's just water. And this is playing a joke on this. Alright, we'll taste it, we'd like some whiskey anyway. They open up the barrel, take a cup, drink it, and, right, it's just water, here you can have it. No need that. He takes this barrel back, and now again, he's crying, doesn't know, so he takes the barrel with him, he goes to the Rebbe Elimelech, and he says, Rebbe, what am I supposed to do now? They took away, I had a barrel of whiskey, now I just have a barrel of water. I can't make money selling a barrel of water. Especially since I paid so much for whiskey, I didn't pay for water. He said, don't worry, taste it again. And he saw it was whiskey, back to being whiskey. And so he was able to sell it, and he had enough money for Pesach. And so too should we, and the Klal Yisrael and the whole world have enough money for Pesach and for the whole year. The next story was that there was a king who had a ring that he loved very much, and he lost the ring. Someone stole it, was lost, didn't know. So makes an announcement in the kingdom. Anybody goes look for my ring, I'm going to pay them for their time to go look for the ring. So meanwhile in the town, in the kingdom, there was a poor Jewish family, and the wife said to her husband, Pesach is coming. I hear the king is giving money for anyone who's going to go look for his ring. Go look for the ring. So he goes to the king. He said, I'm going to go look for the ring. The king gives him money. All right, go looking. He looks for a little while, but didn't find it. Comes at Pesach time. He has to go get ready for Pesach. And Baruch Hashem, he has the money. So he goes and he gets everything he needs for Pesach. Meanwhile, there's one of the king's advisors was a priest. This priest was a little bit of anti-Semite. And he sees what's going on. What's this Jew doing with this money? He's going to get ready for the holiday. He's supposed to go look for the king's ring. He's tricking the king. He wasn't tricking him. He went to look for the ring and he would take a break for Yantiv, and he's going to go look more. This is what we're doing. So the priest goes to the Jew's house and he sees, he has this lavish seder, everything, sitting there like a king in his own throne. He said, all right, I'm going to go get the king, bring him. He should see himself exactly what this Jew is doing with his money, how disgusting it is. So he goes and he gets the king, and he said, all right, come with me. I want you to see what this Jew is doing with your money. The king is sitting there. So the king comes and they look in the window and they listen, and they hear Ilu Ilu Hoitzioni Hoitzioni Ilu Ilu Hoitzioni Hoitzioni Mitzrayim Hoitzioni Mitzrayim, and everyone answers Dayani, like the way many people pronounce it, Ilu Hoitzionu Mitzrayim, Dayenu, right? Dayenu, but in Eastern Europe and many parts of Eastern Europe, Poland, Galicia, Hungary, they pronounce A as I and U as E. So saying Dayeni. And what was this priest's name? Dayeni. So the king said, I don't know what's going on here. This Jew is doing some kind of something to figure out where's the ring. He's who stole the ring? That must be this thing that he's saying. And everyone's answering Dayeni. So he said, all right, Father Dayeni, I caught you. You're the one who stole the ring. And they said, turned out it was true, that this priest stole the ring, and he had him arrested, and he gave this Jew a big reward for finding the ring, and so he had enough money for Pesach, and so should we, and all Klal Yisrael and the whole world have enough money for Pesach and for the whole year. All right, since we're already by the 10-minute mark, the next story will be on the next video. One more story in a minute.